Alright, gang, you already know what time it is. It's your boy Moody Star. I'm back again with another video, dog. First of all, I gotta say a special shout out to all the new subscribers, to all the new viewers. Even though you're probably not a subscriber, you probably see my videos, you're probably wondering, like, bro, like, what's up with this dude? Is he for real or not, bro? Like, eventually you gonna see. And if you watch some of my videos and you understand, like, what I'm talking about real life. You know, I built this channel off of just being real, real life situations. I'm not finna blow smoke. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna like sit here and sell dreams about like the spiritual journey, but I will say this: if you tapped into that God energy, if you just tapped into like the life force energy, and of course, you know, the lifestyle of being on retention, and then just understanding like, you know, it's levels to this, bro, then you're gonna resonate with this energy. You're gonna resonate with my videos. So I'm saying thank you in advance, you feel me, for the like, share, comment down below, the drop of the bag on the Cash App or PayPal. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it, and I'm thanking you guys in advance. All right. So with that being said, bro, in today's video, bro, I got a lot to talk about. Don't know how long this video is gonna be. I'm not gonna promise you it's gonna be 30 plus minutes, but there is a lot on my mind and a lot that I have to get off my chest. With that being said, let's get into this video, bro. So first thing is first, man. Enjoying this hot streak. Shout out to anybody who's on a high streak, doing what you got to do, staying consistent, getting this bag. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all, bro. You already know, like, the energy, the time that we live in, bro. It's very important, and it's essential that we raise our awareness, bro. The more awareness we raise, and the more you know, the more tapped in, the more you're in Mother Nature, and the more you're getting a lot of that sun, is the more like you're gonna start seeing stuff. The more you don't have to worry about like taking psychedelic drugs or taking anything outside of you that's like that may, you know, fog the mind. Like, the more you can tap into your natural life force energy, bruh, is the more you're gonna be like moving like on God timing, and like stuff will be exposed to you. A lot of stuff, a lot of information. You know, whether you're worrying about like a chick from the past, a job situation, God will literally tell you what it is, because you decided to be online. You decided to be tapped in. You decided to go out and connect the dots. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't trying to sit here and complicate anything. You feel me? Life is complicated enough as it is. So with that being said, you know, just shout out to everybody on the journey. So this is a early morning drop. The past couple of I'll say the past 3 nights, as far as like, you know, me being on this hot streak, I've actually been recording my videos like a little bit past 12, 1 o'clock. And you know, it's been interesting. I don't know if I'm gonna record like that, but I know my main objective is to, you know, get my message out there at a decent time, an early time, and you know, just stay on schedule, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Be on the sun's timing, you feel me? Which is like, it's almost like, me personally, I have become addicted to the sun and the heat and being in warm weather, and you know, it feels like my DNA is like, my melanin is like, you know, kind of upgrading, bro, just by being outside, being in Mother Nature, and the level of creativity and the level of like just random stuff that I be coming up like off the top of the dome, bro. Like, it's crazy as hell. And I can never emulate or copy this energy unless I go in the sun and I be on retention. Go in the sun, be on retention, you about to like level up, okay? So of course, you know, it's early morning right now. I got my tea over here. I'm about to take a sip. You know what I'm saying? Finally cool down a little bit, because the bit was hot as hell. Take my sip real quick. It's busted today. It is busted today. Like that. Some of y'all be slow. Slow as hell. Slow as molasses. And speaking of slow as molasses, I actually am sipping on some tea. I got like a little bit of molasses in it. If you know, you know. Shout out to all my islanders who know what time it is when it comes to using molasses. Sometimes people use it for like seasoning and shit like that. But me, I like to mix it up, you know what I'm saying, with my teas. Usually like I have chamomile tea. I like to put like a pinch of cayenne pepper in that motherfucker too. To spice that bitch up. This shit. Nice. So, you're on retention, you're on a high streak. Um, this is like a daily update, all right, because things are rapidly changing fast, right? And the best part about things changing rapidly fast is when you're on a high streak, you're in your zone. You are literally living in the future right now. So shout out to everybody who's within the future right now. You feel me? um, and the reason why I say that you're almost like kind of like living in the future is because you know the I say as far as like your psychic abilities, them shit's gonna get heightened, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all a story, okay? And this happened yesterday morning. All right. So this is just my experience of being in the sun and being on retention. Being in the sun, being on retention, and experiencing the female attraction. I mean, within that order, okay? So again, y'all know I'm on a high streak. I've been, dropping videos late night or whatnot and dropping them in the morning. Um, Yesterday morning, for some reason, right after I did my video, could not go to sleep. I had energy overload. So I said, you know what? Let me clean up. But you know what's happening? If you get into a state where like your body or like you're like, okay, I done did everything for the day, or like it's late night and the day's over with, everybody went to sleep, or everybody's doing some low vibrational shit right now. Um, it's it, it's your DNA waking up. It's your DNA reactivating. If you're in a let's say you're in a situation, like I said, the end of the day, everything's, it is what it is, you're vibing and shit like that. What's gonna happen is because you're cleaning yourself from within, because you've been in the sun, because you're retaining your energy, your DNA is becoming a lot more intelligent. Your body's gonna start talking to you. Um, you're gonna, for example, you're probably gonna clean your room, and then you're gonna be cool, right? And then you're probably just gonna be vibing, and guess what? You're gonna realize the DNA within your body is gonna realize, like, nigga, your room's not clean, my nigga. Like, your space is not clean, or the house or your car. You're gonna start noticing, like, God damn, bro, I need to dust this shit. I need to clean this bit. I need to move this bit, because it's your DNA telling you that, like, yo, your energy has been stagnant. Anybody who lives in a house, shout out to you. If you have a nice house, a nice apartment, shout out to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Count your blessings, right? But to be totally honest, like how the powers that be designed houses and apartments and shit, it's all designed to keep your energy stagnant. You know, the Wi-Fi, if you, like me personally, bro, like I literally have the Wi-Fi box, like literally right behind me. I live with radiation. Okay. So there's times when, when it's hard to sleep at night, or when you're just hit with some low vibrational thoughts, the thought forms and stuff. What happens is it's like it's a calculated attack on you, but it's silent, it's quiet, you don't even know that it's an attack. You're and what happens is your DNA, because you may not know this consciously, but your DNA knows what time it is. The DNA upgrade is for real, bro. Retaining your energy and like literally having, just the awareness to, you know, get your energy, get the energy flow within your body to move like on God timing. Like you're going to free yourself by, breaking down some of like I say some of the bars, or some of like the walls of this invisible prison that we can't see, because everybody low key like is living in prison, whether you want to believe it or not. We live in a prison planet, and the planet itself wasn't naturally designed like that. You feel me? We have extraterrestrial beings and different stuff. I know y'all be thinking that I'm crazy when I'm saying this shit, but like for thousands of years, nigga, we've been under light cold lockdown. All right. So That means for a long time we've been lost. We probably have incarnated here thousands of times and don't even know it. Or some of y'all it might be our first time. It depends. So with that being said, what's happening right now to me, last night, energy overload, so I'm talking about like I done moved the bed around, I done, what I'm saying, swept, I done mopped. I'm talking about like I didn't even know how dirty. And the house looked clean. To the average Joe, to the average person, the house looked clean. Everything is nice and neat and whatever, you feel me? Don't smell bad or nothing. But if you're in your space, and let's say you deal with allergies or you deal with, the clogging of your nose, like me, sometimes, bro, I'm like, bro, I drink tea, I've been outside. Why every time when I come inside and I'm just chilling for a little bit, that's when all my sinuses and shit start fucking with me. Usually it's like the other way around, like when you go outside and then like, what I'm saying, if it's allergy season and so what's happening is I am returning into my original state, original God state. It's not natural for us to be living in the AC 24/7. It's not. You know, this is why I'm not saying that you guys should, you know, move and then go rent some hunt or try to live outside and shit like that. Like I'm not telling you to do that because obviously what I'm saying, it'll be traumatic for you and a lot of people can't even handle that type of change or shift. But God forbid if there's any type of power outage, and if people don't know how to survive outside, bro, it's gonna be a it's gonna be a long like time period because people they are programmed so much to think that like comfort is being in AC and watching TV and being around all these unnatural lights and stuff, right? So, but when you're breaking free from the matrix, I remember when I was young, I used to just do this randomly if I had a rubber band. I don't know why. But when your like DNA is upgrading, bro, um, you're just gonna start noticing stuff that you didn't notice before. You're just gonna like and you be like, dang, bro, I've been living in this vicinity the whole time. Like, bro, like I need to get me a like one thing you can do, and you could just start to look this up, bro, because it can't be stagnant. If it becomes stagnant, this is how people get lost in like their addictions. They get lost in past actions that they do. This is how people actually recycle, doing having bad habits because your energy is stagnant from within. Once you loosen up the stagnation, then this is when like portals essentially is going to open up for you, bro. um So after I cleaned up, I did a deep cleaning. I was getting ready to go to sleep, and I had to be my mom's alarm clock. You feel me? Because sometimes she be working hard and she needs she be running late for work and shit. So you know I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna set an alarm. I'm gonna wake you up at 6 or whatnot, and then I'm gonna go to sleep. Last night didn't go to sleep at all. I probably just laid in my bed. I was probably like listening to some type of knowledge video, and then 6 o'clock came. Boom, I wake up my mom, and this is like simple, right? Wake her up, go back in my room. My nephew was here too at the time. Um, I tried to go to sleep, didn't happen. My mom usually doesn't like because like we have like a security code, like we have like an alarm system in the house. So for some reason, I don't know why, she forgot how to, she forgot the code. And like I'm hearing like this alarm go off. And I'm like, bro, I'm trying to get some sleep. Like after I went 12 to 18 hours of just going at it, like I really needed to let my let myself kind of decompress and, just let the energy process within me, within my mind, within my soul and shit. That shit wasn't happening. So I had to get up, put in the right code, whatever, cool. And at that time, I think it was like 7:30 in the morning. And then that's when I was like, all right, well, I don't feel good. You feel me? Because I'm going back up to my room and I'm just like, all right, my nose is bothering me. I don't feel good. I'm going outside. I wasn't planning to have like a sungazing session, but it didn't even feel like I was it. Put it like this, bruh. It was out of my control. It felt like I was called to go outside, go on Mother Nature, put my feet in the grass, and sit in the sun. So as I go outside, put my feet in Mother Nature. Um, I'm feeling the sun or whatnot, and then mind you, I ain't really sleep. But for some reason, bro, like I just started charging up, bro. I'm getting all types of light codes. Um, and then, again, I'm already on retention. I'm already on a high streak. So like literally the sun is literally, for lack of a better term, is actually gonna gas you up, and then it's gonna like open up your third eye to like a new level. So you're gonna be seeing stuff from literally like God's point of view, or like a bird point, a bird's eye point of view. Like it literally feels like you are flying over the matrix, and you're just seeing everybody within their vibration, and you can already know like what somebody's gonna do. Like anything that you want to know about, your girl or a potential girl that you might talk to or whatnot, you gonna get the news first. So I seen one. First of all, I actually had somebody hit me up from my past, and this is how you know that you're leveling up. When someone hits you up from your past and they say, "Hey, I'm gonna be in your city, such and such," or whatever case, then nigga, it's not just by coincidence. And why are they hitting you up? You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't talked in eons and months. And I actually had somebody hit me from my past and like, "Hey, I'm gonna be in such and such," and I'm like, "Oh, that's interesting. That's what's up." Whenever you don't look for this shit, whenever you don't be looking for female attraction, bro, that's when it comes. But you gotta be locked in. You have to maintain your composure. So I maintain my composure. But then, while I'm still sitting in the sun, um, this shit was kind of weird. And I don't know if I should speak on this. Maybe I'll speak on it in like on my members only section of my, channel. But I it's like if you build it, they will come. If you position yourself to be great, you're gonna be great. You have to start doing things with intention, and you actually have to start saying like, you know what, bro, I'm going to manifest and I'm going to make things happen. And you have the confidence of the sun. You have the confidence of the God life force energy. You have the confidence of just moving throughout the matrix and being on this high streak, and not just only, blending in there with everybody, because you're gonna stand out completely. Every time you go somewhere, every time you talk, you're gonna stand out. It's gonna get to a point where like on a daily basis, especially if you're around people, because for me, I am I am like monk mode right now. I'm not I actually haven't been around society like that. The most I've been around people is if I'm out in Mother Nature going for my walk. The very moment you start to be around people, bro, like you're gonna feel like a proud dad, bro. Like I felt like a proud dad when I went to because I had to get some food for my peoples later on in the day. Like, bro, I ain't even get no sleep until like the afternoon, right? Because again, I'm charging up with the sun, and I'm really tapping in. But it's like when you get around people, bro, it's like not to say that you're better than anybody, but like you can see from God's point of view, So I'm hearing God like smiling and laughing and shit. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck you smiling and laughing for? And it's just like, oh, nothing, bro. He was like, oh, nothing, bro. Like, I'm just looking at my creations. I'm looking at all the families and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I live in Florida right now, so you seeing the Florida jits, you seeing like the families, you seeing different females and stuff. Of course, they noticing you. A lot of people got locks and stuff, and I'm just like, I just felt good inside, bro. Like I felt happy as fuck. And I'm like, usually when I'm around people, I be having anxiety and shit. I be thinking like niggas is gonna try to steal my energy and shit. You feel me? So I'm like, I felt good, but it wasn't. It's almost like God was like, hold on, let me see what's going on in humanity. And I don't know crazy shit, but it's just like, look at these niggas, bro, like just thriving. And y'all niggas still lost. Some of y'all still NPCs, bots, zombies, trash. But guess what though? It's like everybody low key has a chance to upgrade themselves, upgrade their DNA. You know, even in the midst of people being lost, even in the midst of you probably, for example, you may not be on the high streak, maybe you're trying to get on the high streak. It's like, nigga, God still loves you. God still sees value in you. Put all that, low vibrational shit to the side. Like, God still sees value in you. You know what I'm saying? And despite of you not even knowing. So, I felt really good just being in society for a while. And that's like, this is when you take a step back from the matrix, like physically take a step back from the matrix, bro. You can see the beauty of it. Of course, it's fucked up. Of course, you got a lot of people who are still stuck in low vibrational acts, lower vibrational cycles, and it's gonna be that. But at the end of the day, bro, you don't have to stay there. You don't have to be stagnant. So again, what's happening when you are charging up with the sun while retaining your energy? Your DNA is upgrading. The cells in your body, dare I say it, are a lot more conscious than you as a whole human being. Okay? And the reason why I say that is because they programmed us so much to, depend on stuff outside of us, like stuff like artificial shit, which I'm about to actually get into the AI and artificial. Um, uh, and it's like they don't even understand that we are the original beings. Uh, and and when I say the original beings, and I guess if you know what I'm saying, it's only a selective few that are the original beings, the original gods and goddesses of this planet or this realm and stuff. I ain't mean to like I wasn't even supposed to say that, but if you know, right? So when you're reawakening yourself, you get to the point where you start testing shit in the matrix. Um, Let me double back to when I was actually outside, and this was like divine time, and I had already dropped my was it? Yeah, I had already dropped my video, and I'm outside getting the sun. And remember, I wasn't feeling good, but after an hour, I stayed out there literally for an hour and maybe 20 minutes. My nose felt better. I'm sweating out my pores and stuff. I'm feeling good. I'm getting like more DNA upgrade. One of the chicks from my past, she hit me up and whatever. Um, I do this thing when I'm in Mother Nature. I like to test AI. I like to test ChatGPT. And I'm not saying that you guys should depend on that. A lot of people just be, sometimes they'll comment and be like, oh, ChatGPT is like, it's like the devil or whatever. I'm like, nigga, even if it is the devil, nigga, some of y'all don't even know how to utilize tools to get information. Because if you can get information out of like a so-called demonic thing and not let it rule your life, you're gonna start to see the flaws within said, AI or ChatGPT or Gemini or whatever you use. So I'm in. This is in real time. I'm in the sun. I had like a thought and I had a question. I'm like, this shit is kind of free because why all of a sudden I get a chick hit me up from the past, right? I go on like a different social media platform. I make a platform, I'm adding people on said platform, and a specific female from my past. Again, it's another one that like when you open up like a Snapchat or Instagram, they usually have like a list of people. Oh, to start your following up. You feel me? So I just randomly add people from my past or whatnot, um, just to see what's good as far as like because I'm opening up like a new. I have a lot of content and stuff, so I'm gonna be doing a lot of things and shit, right? So one particular female that I know from the past, bro, like she never posts on this particular social media platform, and I'm talking about because I was on God timing. Like I seen her post, and I'm looking at the shit. I'm like, damn, 13 minutes ago and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? And it was like, if she knows, she probably not gonna watch this shit, but like, she actually videoed like some deers running in the street. Like, nigga, we don't ever see deers like that in Florida like that. You know what I'm saying? And I know how Florida looks like. And I'm just like, the fuck? That shit was kind of, I don't know if it's still maintenance season or whatnot. But I kind of found that to be a little bit peculiar because, like, I wasn't even supposed to be awake, sitting in the sun, getting a message from one past young lady, and then seeing somebody else from my past again. But and women are subtle as hell, bro. They subtle as fuck. Like, they not going they they're not going to I don't know why a lot of women are like scared to either like admit like, hey, I missed you, or hey, man, it's been a minute. So what they'll try to do is, like, if y'all are on the same like social media platform, they gonna post something to their story to see if you're gonna watch. And me personally, bro, I ain't give a fuck about the game, because she was playing the game. But I'm just so tuned in to, like, man, I got another bitch in me. I'm like, man, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? So I asked ChatGPT, like, yo, isn't that like kind of peculiar, or isn't it kind of weird that, like, since I've been in this type of like high streak and been in this energy, that I'm just starting to hear from one chick from the past, see another one, and I know the other one is like, she's feeling my energy. She ain't got to tell me. She ain't got to text me or call me. You know what I'm saying? Um, so it was just weird. It's like people just start to like show their hand without them not even knowing. So this is what I did, bro. I tested AI. I asked like a crazy ass question, cause usually when I'm sun gazing, I always ask this. I literally talk to the sun. Anytime like I have a question or anything like that, like I'll say it in my mind, or I'll just like literally say it, and then I'll just meditate, and then the answer would just like come to me. So I asked ChatGPT, you know what this motherfucker said? And I'm not even gonna tell you, because again, the question was like very, it was like one of those like instant download, immaculate. It was literally like the sun saying, like, man, test this AI. Y'all motherfuckers are so, y'all think this AI is so cool, you think it knows everything. Ask them motherfucker this question. So the son told me to ask AI the question. Man, AI said, oh, apologies. We're having problems, transmitting this information. Try again in like another 10, 15 minutes. Chat GPT has never reacted to me that way, bro. Never. And I'm talking about, usually it always has an answer for everything. But when I asked this question while my feet was planted in the ground and I'm getting the sun, it was like, nigga, I don't know, bro. Like, you asking me something that's past my, it's above my pay grade, basically. That's what the motherfucker said to me. And I was like, you know what? I wasn't even mad at it. Put my phone down, went to, getting charged up by the sun some more. So I later, so basically after that, I decided to say, like, all right, cool, whatever, what I'm saying? Let me meditate, let me get some more information, and then let me go about my day. Um, and I was like fasting too. The only thing I did have was like maybe some tea, like I'm drinking right now. I'll take another sip. This is good. And my bad, y'all. Uh, I'm very excited about sharing this information to y'all, because this is just confirmation that like when you are like on a high streak and you get some sun in, bro, you move at God speed. And when you're asking certain people or certain things within this realm for the answers and they don't have the answers, but you have the answers type shit, it's a beautiful experience, bro. It's just a beautiful experience to have, bro. So um there's been different instances too where, when you become more emotionally intelligent, if you're not eating too much processed foods, um you will tap into different types of like frequencies and energies, where it's like anytime you talk to a female, it's like exactly what's going on in their mind. Like it's like you just know for some reason. Um, there's this individual that I've been consistently talking to as a recent, and it's just like, she'll be like, damn, bro, like I can't hide shit from you, nigga. Like you like the only dude that I talk to that, like, I can't say that, oh, if I was to ask her if she's okay, and she says, oh yeah, I'm fine, I know like if she's telling the truth or not. And that's what's gonna happen with you. You're gonna call bullshit from a mile away. You're gonna know if a motherfucker lying to you. You're gonna know if somebody is being truthful. You're gonna know if somebody's sincere. Remember, God is with you. Y'all be thinking that like God is separate and stuff. Like God is always within you. But I'm talking about, if you want to reawaken the DNA, you gotta go in Mother Nature. Gotta get you some sun. You know what I'm saying? And it depends on how much melanin you have within your skin and stuff like that. Um, like certain people with less melanin, with everybody has melanin. Let me you know what I'm saying? It's not a black or white thing, but technically everybody has melanin. It's just that you do have some beings that have more melanin than others, but it's a balance. Because let's say you have less melanin within your skin, you still need to go outside and get a certain amount of sun. You still need to plant your feet within the grass. When you are planting your feet within the grass, you are essentially eradicating free radicals within the body. So, what is a free radical? A free radical essentially is like cells that free radicals are like cells that are like that can cause cancer, that can cause like diabetes. These cells essentially will attack other healthy cells, and then they'll try to get these cells to be like, basically it's a gang. Niggas be trying to recruit motherfuckers like, Bloods and Crips. You feel me? It's crazy within the human body. So when you are planting your feet within the ground and you're getting the energy from Mother Nature, literally, it's because we are electrical and magnetic beings. So you're getting like electricity, essentially, for lack of a better term, from like directly from the source, and it's healing your body. It's gonna get rid of the free radicals. So after you set your body within this mode, to really update itself, this is how, like, now, like, again, like early in the video I was talking about, like, bro, you just gonna start noticing stuff, like even with them in the room that I'm in now, and the house that I'm in now, bro. The ducts got to be clean, AC. Like, I did HVAC. I studied a little bit of HVAC when I was in Atlanta, and actually learned about like how important it is to just know about the AC system, and changing your filters and stuff. Because if you don't clean your ducts, if you don't change your filters like how you're supposed to, again, it's subtle. A lot of people don't be giving a fuck about it. They don't think about this shit, especially when you own a home and stuff. But air quality control is where it's at. You can be in the sun and you can be on a high streak, but if you at night are sleeping in a place where your energy is contained, and now you constantly got like the AC unit blowing, like, what I'm saying, like dust and shit like that, it mixed with the Wi-Fi and mixed with the unnatural lights. This is how people get into relapses. This is how people get in, and y'all be thinking like, damn, you think it's that simple? You think it's that? Oh, you think it's just like, air quality? It's a multitude of reasons as to why people get stuck in a place where it's like, low vibrational actions and stuff like that. So you can still counter all of that. I looked up something simple as hell, and I'm gonna try it today. I'm gonna see if it works. You get you about maybe 2 bowls of water, and I think I did. I want to say I tried this like a long ass time ago. I just haven't done it like recently because I forgot. You know what I'm saying? I got caught up in like some type of negative cycle and shit, and I was able to get out of that negative cycle. But get you like some bowls of water, maybe 2 bowls of water, and then at the corners of your room, also get like a container of sea salt. When you put the sea salt within the room, and then you have the bowls of water, you know what I'm saying? The bowls of water actually can it'll absorb the stagnation that is within, you know what I'm saying, wherever you live at. You know what I'm saying? Because most houses and stuff are built the same. You feel me? Plants, different like aloe plants and stuff. Like start putting that in your house as well. You know, as I'm activating my DNA, sometimes, bro, like I just want to just be outside, even if it's nighttime, bro. Like I'm addicted to this warm weather. Like I'm addicted. Like don't get me wrong, nigga. Sometimes I do get hot as hell, and I do love the AC. You get what I'm saying? But like you know, because my DNA is activating and shit, it's just like it'll tell me quick, like, all right, there's something wrong within the atmosphere. You have to change that. And you know how people will suffer through like depression and be like, damn, man, it might be something wrong with me and stuff like that. That's because you're probably experiencing like an energy blockage, or you probably ate something that you wasn't supposed to eat, or you're probably just getting over some spiritual blockage, from the past. And again, when you raise your awareness and you understand this shit, you understand the concept, bro. Like, tell you right now, bro, like you literally will be able to get to a point where like anywhere you go, so in your car, to work, to church, to anywhere you go, bro, the God energy is within you. You gonna be one of them motherfuckers that go to the store, and if you see something on the ground, I'm sorry, bro. Like you might be one of the motherfuckers that want to pick it up. You know what I'm saying? Like you like order. You make sure that like it's almost like you become like a human Superman, but nothing outrageous, or like Spider-Man, for example. Nothing outrageous, but like once your spidey senses start tingling and shit, you gonna just notice shit that most people just won't see or notice. And also, you'll start to give people grace. If you if you are in a big city, right, and a lot of people, I made videos about this plenty of times, bro. Like when you are on retention, the aggression level it turns up a little bit. And when you happen to be driving in a big city, everybody is doing every time I go on the road in Florida, it's clockwork that some NPC is gonna do some dumb shit on the road every single time. Before I used to hate it, and I would have road rage. You know what I'm saying? Even in Atlanta too. Atlanta's a little bit worse because the roads are a little bit narrow. But like I remember one time, like I'm on my job, and I experienced some road rage, and this is when I was like actually being sober, and I was trying to reawaken my DNA at the time, but I was still suffering a lot of stagnation. I butchered that word, but you get what I'm trying to say. I was suffering through a lot of like internal conflict within my energy. And as when you're sober and you're trying to get through your emotions and stuff, sometimes it'll come off as very aggressive while being on retention. And I remember I'm driving the truck. I think you got MGT OGs. If you've been tapped in, you already know the story. But I'm driving my truck. I'm driving a truck, a work truck. I'm in traffic. Nigga, I'm trying to get over, and so somebody wouldn't let me over, and it was a dyke chick too. my bad, I ain't mean to call her a dyke, but you know, butch, whatever. She got tight. She was like, oh fuck, and I'm in my zone, bro. Like I'm already. It's like you don't want these problems, bro. Like you do not want these problems. So I'm in my zone. I'm driving. All of a sudden, after like I got in front of them, I'm still driving on the highway. These motherfuckers started to follow me. Bitch got so mad that she threw a cup. I think it was like some fruit punch or something. She threw it out my window. Thank God my window was like it was down a little bit, but boy, if that shit was like, you know what I'm saying? Anyhow, it was like maybe 3 or 4 inches, wind down a little bit. That shit would have hit me straight in my face. Uh, so she threw the cup. She wasted her drink. I think it was some Gatorade or some shit, fruit punch Gatorade. And I'm looking at this bitch like, oh, you mad, right? And I say fuck it, whatever. You know, I'm still driving, and when you experience like when you experience road rage, bro, like it gets crazy. But this is how people like get shot. This is how people die. You know what I'm saying? All just because what the ego. All because internally you're like you got some shit going on the inside, and maybe you don't know how to handle your energy, so you take it out on everybody else. When you're in like a traffic jam or in a big city like that, bro, everybody is in a lower vibrational state. So if you're not good from within, the outer world is gonna destroy you. So what ended up happening was she ain't let the shit go. Her and her girlfriend, I'm talking about, they stalked me to the point where like the chick, like they got to a point where like, oh, I got off the highway. I'm still seeing this whip. The car actually got in front of me and purposely started driving slow, started like brake checking me. I'm like, all right, here we go. Y'all playing that game. Mind you, I'm in a work truck, so I can't really do nothing like that per se. But I'm still in my road rage arc right now too. At that moment of time, this bitch pulls over to the side and pulls out a strap and went to, and in my mind I'm like, oh, oh you you trying to like prove a point, or you try? Cause like in my mind, I'm like, nigga, if you for to pull that bitch, make sure you use it. I ain't no gangster, but like that's something that you don't want to do to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Cause you never know. You feel me? By the grace of God, I say, you know what? Let me not even antagonize. You know what I'm saying? Let me just get to the job and finish my job. But it was she literally was pump faking with the strap, like. But and she wasn't gonna do nothing. Like, what you gonna do? Shoot at a truck driver that's at doing his job just because you mad because a nigga know how to drive better than you, nigga? But you feel me, dog? That road rage shit. That road rage shit is for real. So fast forward to like now, when I'm on the road now, bro. I don't even be mad. I don't even be mad at these fucking NPCs, bro. Motherfuckers be don't using the indicator. They be driving slow. They do some dumb shit, and it's like the way how you get over somebody who probably has road rage or doing something dumb on the road, bro. If you are retaining energy and now you don't have, and like things are flowing now, your DNA is upgrading. You understand, like some of these motherfuckers become your kids. You start looking at them like you created them. Like, okay, you're human, you're an NPC. You probably don't know better. I see where your frequency is at, and it's like you're not trying to sun everybody, no pun intended. But when you charge up with the sun and you got that godlike force energy within you, God is literally grabbing the wheel and saying, like, nigga, these niggas is stupid, bro. Just make this right here. Let's make this divine right here. Let's make this divine left here. Because if you stay around these NPCs, they're going to try to knock you off your pivot. You feel me? So I've been so much at peace when I'm on the road, like even in a tense situation, bro. And this is all literally because of the DNA upgrade. It's the DNA. Like when I make my videos, bro, most of y'all resonate with my videos because y'all know I'm telling the truth. And I don't do deep research as to what's happening within the body, like with the sun and stuff. I'm doing my research, and I know there's different terminologies for what the fuck I'm talking about. Like in my last video, I think I talked about like accumulative baggage or some. I'm rewording it now, but essentially, when you go through like small little L's throughout your life, it it uh it gets to a point where like it starts to weigh on you. Like your life could be good, but all of a sudden, like if you're suffering an L here, some chick hurt you, or let's say somebody cut you off in the road, or like just little stuff like that. Once it accumulates, if you keep holding on to that baggage and you don't know how to release that shit, bro, then this is how you get into a cycle. This is how some people can't break a cycle of an addiction. You know what I'm saying? Like even dealing with addiction itself, it could turn you either to an NPC, or it could turn you into a host where like you now get body snatched. You know what I'm saying? Or you get soul snatched. You know what I'm saying? Or you have different souls and spirits that will literally walk in and host you because you're so mad, because you're so angry and shit. When you're in that anger emotion, and you're really in your emotions on like real aggressive level, bro. Like you're opening yourself up for different entities to control you. And let's say you're on the road, a motherfucker try you, and then you say fuck that shit, and rear them, or you hit them or some shit. That 9 times out of 10, it wasn't even that person doing that action. It's because they didn't even know what was going on within their body. You got food still trying to digest from 3 weeks ago, nigga. Like I had a conversation with my nephew, and I I fuck with kids, bro, because one thing about kids, bro, they be so innocent, but y'all don't even understand how powerful a question is. When you ask somebody a question, subconsciously you already answering, or you're already thinking about that answer, bro. So it's like I gotta understand, like when I'm around kids, dog, they don't do this shit on purpose, but they love to ask questions. So I'm talking to my nephew, and I'm keeping it in the bean with him, bro. He was like, "Oh, bro, you just went to use the bathroom." And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, I did." And what? Shit, you act like you ain't never used the bathroom before. And he was like, "Oh, because last time you used the bathroom, uh, it smells stink." I'm like, "Shit, I mean, ouch." But then again, it was the truth, because and I think he was referring to like a couple of weeks ago when I was eating all type of fuck shit, and the body, when you eat processed foods and stuff, it takes longer to digest. Essentially the longer it's in your system, um the more, you feel me, like when you do release it, the shit gonna smell horrendous, right? And I remember I blew the bathroom up, my nigga. You feel me? I'm gonna give it a bean. I blew the bathroom up, and that's actually not normal, bro. It's actually not normal. Like when you go use the bathroom, it ain't supposed to smell like that at all. And so fast forward to the conversation with my nephew. He was like, "You sure you went to the bathroom? Cause I don't smell anything." I'm like, "Yeah, nigga. Yeah. To this time, it's not as bad as last time, right? Right?" And then I told him straight up, I was like, "Bro, meat, bread, and different types of sweets and different types of processed foods is the reason why people's crap smells like crap." And I think he's about like 8 years old or something like that. And the thing about it, bro, like he was actually like, "Oh, okay." He actually kind of understood what I was saying. And he was like, "Oh, because I saw you make a fruit salad yesterday, and then I seen you eat a salad today." And he was like, "Well, why does Uncle Al do that? Like, why do you just always like to eat fruit and have salad?" Like, again, kids are very inquisitive. You feel me? They gonna ask. So I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'm gonna tell him straight up. I ain't finna sugarcoat shit. I ain't trying to ruin his childhood and shit. So he started to mimic me. He was like, every 2 seconds he'll walk up to me, "Hey, Uncle Al, is this healthy?" I'm like, "Dang, bro. Boy, you about to have a rude awakening asking me if this is healthy." And it was just like, I think it was like a some type of like Nutrigrain bar or something like that. And I told him straight up, like, "Yeah, it's healthy." But then also too, when you look on the back of the packages and you see 1,000 words, 9 times out of 10 it ain't healthy. So even as a kid, bro, again, if I have kids, bro, they gonna be supernatural. They ain't finna. They're gonna learn from my mistakes, but they're gonna be put on game. And you program yourself the right way, you eat the right way, and you get some sun the right way. You want to have to like brainstorm and wonder, like, damn, how can I go about the matrix and be better? How can I get more women? How could I see the secret and the truth about getting women is about mastering the mental realm. You master the mental realm. Well, first of all, you master the body, you master your sexual energy, right? If you can master your sexual energy, then you can get past how fine a bitch is. You get past different things like, okay, oh, it's about that time I'm getting these notifications. You can get past, her aura and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? You get past all that. My bad, I'm just seeing something. Make sure I ain't see. You get past a lot of that, and when you're operating from a higher level, you're operating from your crown chakra, bro. Like it's over with, bro. 9 times out of 10, bro, people ain't even operating from their third eye or from their crown chakra. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about just understanding what you want out of life. You know, getting women or maintaining the female attraction and stuff like that. Um, I didn't even really talk too much about it, but I'm just letting you guys know you don't even have to worry about your confidence or walking up to a chick because you are already moving at God's speed. You're already moving at this level where like you don't have internal conflict. If you have internal conflict within the body as far as digesting, you're gonna start second guessing yourself. But like when you go out into the public, bro, your level of creativity is gonna be through the roof. Just be patient. Be patient with yourself. Take time with yourself, bro. When you take time and be patient with just like putting in the work by yourself, clean out, cleanliness is next to godliness. So when you're cleaning out your space, you're understanding like, oh snap, I can I could be in a better vibration if I have certain things within my room to loosen up the energy and stuff like that, or loosen up the stagnation, because this is very important when you have your own place, when you get your own whatever, because I ain't gonna hold you. um I kind of knew about this probably like I always knew this, but it just like I was kind of grandfathered into a lot of stuff, like the house, the just all this stuff. You feel me? Like, but I'm kind of like turning like a blind eye to it because I'm like out of respect. Nah, I want to go out there and get out in the mud and get it myself and shit like that. You feel me? And but every time I tap in, every time like I get like I charge up with the sun and stuff, like they be say like, nigga, getting a house and a car and all that's the least of your worries, nigga. Like worry about how you eat, worry about how you move and you carry your sexual energy and how you utilize your sexual energy, because every time like it's gonna get to a point like it's gonna get to the point, bro. Like you know, you'll fulfill your divine purpose, man. And that's what's happening right now, though. I feel like I'm fulfilling my divine purpose, and I ain't even really. This ain't even got nothing to do with anybody else. This don't got nothing to do with like um, trying to find happiness with through relationships and stuff like that. I literally find happiness within myself because I tap into Mother Nature, and then I tap into, just staying active, tapping into Mother Nature, and then just kind of becoming like a super clean freak. You get what I'm saying? Like that's what I do. That's what I love to do. That's my passion. My passion is to to keep things in order, keep things going, stay consistent with, even dropping my videos, chopping it up with y'all. You get what I'm saying? Because to be totally honest, bro, if I ain't have space to do these videos, bro, I don't even know who the fuck I'd be expressing this shit to. But God, you know what I'm saying? I just be expressing it to God. But then it's like, when I go outside, get my Mother Nature, I drink my water, I drink my teas, and through all like the matrix and through all like, the chemtrails and all like, the distractions and all the stuff that they put on social media and stuff like that, it's like all that shit becomes irrelevant, bro, because it's like you're you are literally becoming God in a sense that, like, not like everybody praise you or whatnot, but like it's like God will use you as a vessel. God will literally, you'll be able to do things on a psychic level and you don't even know that you're doing it. But the only reason why that's happening is because you're activating your DNA from within. You can't change your outsides. You can't change how people react to you. You can't change none of that. But what you can change is how your energy is flowing through the body. If you are able to access different parts of the brain through just literally there's a process. I forgot the name of the process. Maybe in my next video I'll go a little bit more into my notes and stuff. I ain't even go into my notes today, but like there's a process that the melanin within the body does. It's like it's a conductor. So when you get the sunlight and when you get fresh air, your melanin becomes like a superconductor of light and energy. This is why women are going to like you and love you and want you. They're going to want you, bro. They're gonna want to try to like literally rip your shirt off, like what happened to me. You get what I'm saying? And that was just me being on retention and not so much like having a focused intent while being in the sun. Have that focused intent while being in the sun. Like literally ask God anything. Feet planted within the grass, or like maybe even some soil. If you're so worried about catching the cold or whatnot, you can wash your feet after. You know what I'm saying? Because granted, they be still spraying pesticides and spraying stuff in the air and stuff. But if you see natural trees and different types of plants still growing in spite of all of this, bro, like that, what is that telling you about Mother Nature? Mother Nature is still super powerful. It still thrive, even though like Wi-Fi and stuff is existing. One thing before I end the video, bro, because we're about to hit the hour mark. Again, I wasn't even planning to do a whole hour, but it's just crazy. But like, remember, uh, when you are activating your DNA from within, you're also eliminating free radicals, right? You got the free radicals, and then let's be honest, we got some parasites. Remember what I said in the beginning of the video that like this Earth plane, there's extraterrestrials that live here. We got extraterrestrials that live here that look like you and me, or that's taller than you and me, and you also have extraterrestrials that are microscopic. Some of the pesticides or some of the parasites that exist, bro, are highly intelligent. So they know how to hide themselves or cloak themselves within the human body. If you keep feeding your body like stuff that has metals and just different types of stuff that natural stuff that they put in cereal, that's what I'm saying. Like my nephew, bro, if he stay around me, bro, he's gonna be spiritually awakened by the time he's 11 or 12 years old. Like the new generation, forget about it. It's either they really gonna be very very intelligent or they're gonna be very very bot like and NPC like. But the thing about it is that like with these parasites, they hide behind the metals that you eat. They hide behind the metals that you breathe in. So like even when you're trying to cleanse your body, if you don't or like if you don't cleanse your body at all and you're still eating whatever and maybe you still take Tylenol and ibuprofen and whatever the case may be to try to feel better, um the parasites are which are low-key extraterrestrial beings. They know how to cloak themselves. So the best way to eradicate them and also eradicate their eggs is, different. Like I might actually let me see because I wanna make sure that I actually give y'all this time in the video. I want to make sure, bro. Like I like this is stuff that I be seeing on my IG, and I also just be seeing like just in general, bro. Like what I'm saying. Uh, Somebody that you guys should follow if you want to know exactly about like how to cleanse yourself. Holistic remedies, bro. I don't know if you guys ever heard of this guy, but like he actually used to be a battle rapper, and shout out to him, bro. I'm gonna let one of his videos play real quick.
Phenomenal summer body. Berberine is the trick. The way berberine is
Not Berberine. Hold on, real quick.
the powers that be don't want you to ascertain a kundalini awakening. All right. This is why they promote processed foods filled with emulsifiers to keep you in the root chakra. If they can keep you in the root chakra, then they can prevent kundalini. And the reason their objective is to prevent kundalini is because there's 144,000 alien genes that are not from this planet. The word niggers stems from the ancient race of Nagas, all right? Meaning the divine serpent race of extraterrestrials. They do this with all the parasites in the processed foods to keep you in the root chakra, because when you access certain energy codes, you begin to unlock ancient memories. Frankenstein foods like this have genetically modified organisms that are designed to manipulate and alter your genetic sequence. You shouldn't be eating anything processed or in a box, all right? Anything like this need to be thrown in the trash. Junk food is basically biological warfare. Literally, every time you consume refined sugar, it neutralizes the body's ability to produce white blood cells within 45 minutes. In order to successfully get out of the root chakra and eventually experience a kundalini, a lot of you need to undergo a parasite cleanse. Sweet wormwood, black walnut, and whole cloves are the best three ingredients for not only killing parasites but also eradicating their eggs. I do have the parasite cleanse available on Holistic Remedies, link in bio. When you do a parasite cleanse, it's very important to ensure that you also remove the heavy metals, such as things like cadmium, arsenic, lead, aluminum, and mercury. The parasites are very intelligent and they tend to hide behind the toxic metals, all right? So you need to utilize a binder after doing a parasite cleanse, all right? I typically utilize chlorophyll, but I also love Detox 19. Detox 19 is a very powerful chelation zeolite binding agent, all right?
So basically, there's people out here that know this information, and the thing about it, bro, I kind of knew what he was talking about, but I just didn't know exactly. Like, all right, cool. Let me. I didn't know exactly what to get, but like, you feel me? I'm piecing this shit together just like y'all. I'm connecting the dots just like y'all. If y'all want some more information or not, you can go ahead and visit his IG. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he, like, him and like a couple other people is like the only people that be talk about like the cleansing of the parasites, bro. Because there's another guy, he's an Indian guy, bro. Like, literally, they be on this information, so there's no more excuse, bro. There's no more excuses. Whether you want to believe it or not, bro, it is what it is. But like me, I like, I have like a, with my teas, I put certain different like detoxes within my teas. So it's like, it's to the point where, like, if I drink or I have like a detox, uh, you know, drink or whatnot, my body don't even react the same because it's getting used to it. You feel me? I'm always in a constant cleansing state, and that's what's gonna happen with you, bro. But like, again, the processed foods, bro. Y'all know every time we do eat processed foods, bro, legitimately, dog, it's like you be feeling like shit, and then you get into this cycle of being lazy, and then you want to bust a nut, and then you want to get some more bitches, and then you want to, like, oh, you can't get some bitches, but now it's the same cycle, bro. You feel me? So again, activate the DNA, get you some sun, lock in. If you made it to the end of the video, bro, like, you the GOAT. Shout out to everybody out here, man, doing what they gotta do, man. MGT with a do, your boy Moody Star. And back in with another video. If you know you already know what to do, man. Become a subscriber, like the video, and join MGT. This is a channel where I like to highlight current events and talk about my spiritual walk here in this beautiful, fucked up, sideways ass matrix. Now, first of all, I gotta say a special shout out to anybody that's holding on to their energy, going within and being high vibrational. Here at MGT, this is what we do. We work on ourselves every single day. And jump for the outro, bro. I'm gonna definitely see you guys on the next video, bro. We're gonna go, like, as soon as I'm ready to invest in my health. Health is wealth, man. Health is wealth, bro. Um, we gotta take advantage of some of the holistic doctors that are out here as well. Like, I was actually just talking to my dad. He says he talks to a health guru like every day. The only problem with him talking to the health guru every day is that, like, the dude, he be having knowledge. He be saying, like, drink moringa tea. You know what I'm saying? Drink chlorophyll. We have the knowledge, but we tend to forget to actually put the action into investing. And the thing about it is that the reason why we don't actually say, well, let me go to Amazon and look this up is because literally, bro, you probably still being hacked by a parasite. Nigga, I'm about to go get me some McDonald's, get me some this, get me some that. Yeah, I'll try that tomorrow. That's not even you, bro. You feel me? Don't get it twisted, bro. Like you got the walk-ins, the NPCs, and all that, but then you also got your internal world. Your internal world literally sets the stage for what you're gonna do or not. So remember, think from within so you can go without all that excess stuff that you don't need. You think with your intuition your gut is not blocked by your body having to digest like foods that are not good for you, bro. Tell you literally free yourself of all these problems, all these issues. Like it's crazy how like how you change how you eat and how you conduct yourself and put yourself out in mother nature. It's crazy how like you can free yourself from this invisible prison that a lot of people are in. You feel me? People are free right now, doing what they got to do, and they're having a good time. But it's like, are they though? Do you really got? Is it really? Are you really an NPC? Are you really just being manipulated by parasites? It's just crazy. I'll make a separate video about that. But outside of that, bro, appreciate y'all. Y'all see the links. Drop a bag on the Cash App to support the team or PayPal. I'm gonna definitely see you guys on the next video, bro. Have a good day. Peace.